Hello, welcome to Real Auto Reviews. My name is Shiraz and that's the Suzuki V-Strom 250. They call it the V-Strom 250 SX. And before I start riding, I'll just show you a couple of things which would be a bit inconvenient to show when I'm riding the motorcycle. Okay, for instance, if you want to, and if you have to rather, adjust your headlight angle. I hope you can see this. This is where you adjust it from. It's a 10-second job. And talking about adjustability, this one has none. So the windshield is not adjustable, although it looks like it is adjustable, but it's not. Yes, I checked it. So it's held by these 4 bolts. And in fact, while I took it off just to see that whether it is adjustable or not. So it's not. And good to know information, your registration plate is held by these 2 bolts. Okay, so it goes here, but I'm sure if not already in the aftermarket, I think sometime later you would have taller windshields. This one works just fine for my height, but I'm short. I'm just 5'1". Taller riders would or may require a taller windscreen. And you of course have your charging socket, which this cover, it did not come off even at 150 kilometers per hour. And the monoshock is adjustable for preload, and I think you can see that this is the factory setting, so it's at number 2. In layman terms you call it the softest setting, so the softest setting would be at number 1. Okay, and right now it's at number 2. Ideally at my body weight, I'm 58 kilograms right now, I should be riding at its softest setting. Rather, the technically correct term is the lowest preload setting, but then I did not bother because I found the setting to be absolutely okay for my body weight. The stock seat height is 835 mm. However, Suzuki also have in their accessories list a lower seat height. It's lower by around 25 mm. So it would come down to what, 810 mm. That would be equal to the Honda CB 200 XS seat height, which would be lovely for people who are short. Although of course I am wearing my normal boots, and like I said in the seat height review, I am able to manage this. But then yes, if you want to ride 2 up, you would want to have an even better reach to the ground. So that in that case, that lower seat height, that lower seat would help actually. However, I would really recommend you to take a long test ride, because if I am finding it manageable, I'm sure even you would. Just take a long test ride and see for yourself. I'm sure you would be able to ride it. Alright, let's ride now. But let me show you something else too. See the side stand? It has 2 hooks. If you're short like me, you would find the upper one. Of course, that is why it is there. Suzuki have been considerate to bring the side stand up, and you will push the side stand down using that one. This is to bring it up, this is to bring it down. So bring it up, push it down, let's ride. Alright, I must tell you about this as well, since this is staring at me in my face. You see now the last bar that has E written on it, that's blinking as well, and of course that fuel icon is also blinking. So what happens when you hit reserve? Okay, this is a 12-liter fuel tank. This goes into reserve when there is somewhere around 4 liters fuel in it. So the left one, that icon, it starts to blink. Then when both start to blink, that basically means you have around 1.2 liters left. So that's 2.8 liters plus 1.2 liters. Okay, so yeah, around 4 liters. Okay, the clutch is light, and so is the bike. I mean, forget the brochure. You know, the brochure will tell you that it weighs 167 kilograms. That's the curb mass. And you know, this bike, it feels like a sub 150 kilogram motorcycle. Don't get me wrong, it has that big bike feel. It is a big motorcycle. In fact, you know, when you'll see it for the first time in person, especially if you are someone who's under 5'6" tall, you know, would feel that, okay, you know what, this is a big motorcycle. You might feel intimidated. Please don't get intimidated by this motorcycle. It is a big motorcycle, but it is absolutely a cinch to ride. Okay, like I said, that it feels like a sub 150 kilogram motorcycle. This, and that is coming from me. I'm like 5'1". Right now my weight is 58 kilograms. So I'm sure, you know, if you are even 5'3", 5'4", you would find this bike even easier. But why you know give no fat bar, Suzuki? You have so many of them. Having said that, I have no complaints other than the fact that, you know, this feels like a little bent. Perhaps one or maybe more than one journalist before me, you know, I'm sure they would have dropped the motorcycle. I'm not one of them. Yeah, I was talking about you know, how light this motorcycle feels. So that basically means that the maneuverability is beautiful. You would not get tired riding this motorcycle in traffic. By the way, I have ridden more than 1200 kilometers. Most of these kilometers have been on absolute flawless expressways, but I have ridden this bike in traffic as well, bad traffic as well. This is flawless everywhere. Highway manners. This, you know, that lightness that I was talking about, it has not come at the cost of stability. I was able to maintain 130, 140, even 150 for quite longer durations. In fact, the bike did not give me a reason to slow down. I was slowing down only, you know, when I was encountering traffic. So yes, you know, it's absolutely stable even at 140, even at 150. Of course, you have to keep in mind that, you know, this is not a 230, 240 kilogram motorcycle, and the suspension is a bit firm. So watch out for those bumps. Okay, they can throw you off, so be careful. However, when you talk about stability, we are talking about, you know, the dynamics of a motorcycle. Whether the bike, you know, starts to weave or wallow at high speeds, nothing of that sort happens on this motorcycle. Okay, on, of course, you know, on a perfect surface. Performance, I have done 0 to 100 you know, runs, and top speed, you know, there's also a top speed video. Please check those. I already told you that it does 150. It does slightly more than that, but I'm sure, you know, 150 is great for any 250cc motorcycle. You will not have a complaint as far as the 0 to 100 is concerned, as far as the overtaking, you know, performance is concerned. And see, I'm in third gear right now. Arey, video bana raha hu, chalna yaar. So I'm in third gear right now. Okay, of course I've done, you know, a tractability video as well, so you may please go ahead and watch that. Fuel efficiency. Fuel efficiency is something that you're you know, you have the figure on your screen right now. What else? Did I talk about ride quality? Okay, so like I said that, you know, the suspension is a bit firm, and in fact, you know, let me just stop and give you the verdict as well. See, the suspension is definitely a bit on the firmer side. This is no Suzuki V-Strom 650. However, it's perfectly acceptable, and heavier riders, they might find it to be more comfortable than I found it to be. See, by that I don't mean that it's an uncomfortable motorcycle. No, it is the most comfortable touring motorcycle that you can buy at this price point. If you are heavier, you would be even more comfortable than I am. Let's put it that way. In fact, what's the advantage of the firmer suspension? Handling. This is a nice handling motorcycle. See, I talked about maneuverability. That is great. Even when we talk about handling, I'm talking about how quickly it turns in, and when it does turn in, is it able to maintain its line? Does it wallow? Nothing of that sort happens on this motorcycle. It handles very nice for the kind of motorcycle it is. Okay, I'm sure if someone is riding the the Naked Gixxer 250 or the SF, you would be on their tail almost everywhere. So yeah, it's that good. The verdict, see, in fact, this is something that I've mentioned in almost every adventure motorcycle review of mine. ADVs are not motocross motorcycles. Okay, ADVs are the best touring motorcycles that you can buy. This one is no exception. Okay, this is the most comfortable touring motorcycle that you can buy at this price. Nothing comes close. So yeah, if you have any questions, please ask me in the comment section below, and I will answer each and every one of them. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I'll see you soon in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.